My favorite feature in...
As the KBA season rolls along, we reach another really interesting matchup. Tonight we see Team Rocket take on the Celadon City Slashers. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action for KBA on Elite 4 TV. And what a matchup this is. You take a look at the starting lineups. Team Rocket, Meowth, leader in assists. Frieza, the leader in scoring in the entire KBA. But the Slashers, take a look at that defensive unit. They have the number 2 ranked defense in the entire KBA. It's been outstanding all season. Gyarados leads the entire KBA in blocks. The favorite for defensive Pokemon of the year. As we see shiny Nidoking, the coach for Team Rocket, General Manager Giovanni watching on. And we'll see which of these teams comes out on top. Celadon City tied for first in the KBA. They're 2-0, one of 2 teams with that record. And the tip-off is going to be won by Gyarados. Out comes Parappa the Rappa, ranks top 10 in scoring in the KBA this season, averaging just under 15 points a game. And as mentioned, the 7-minute quarters bring a new element in terms of statistics and strategizing your bench players. Parappa gets a screen from Scizor. Parappa is going to step back, find Gyarados. Gyarados has a bit of room, takes that mid-range shot. That won't fall. Rebound by Scizor inside, swings it outside. Scyther, wide open 3, drains it. The evolution combo working together to get the scoring open. Now here comes Team Rocket, a chance to respond. It's Meowth leading the way. Meowth, as mentioned, averaging 5 assists a game, leading the entire KBA. Nearly stripped of the ball by Parappa. Is going to put one up instead. And Parappa thought he got Meowth, I think, but didn't reclaim the ball. And Meowth is going to bury it. First points of the game. Gyarados, other side. Against Rhydon. Obviously, Gyarados with a major type advantage, theoretically. Inside to Scizor. Scizor nearly lost the ball. Puts it up, blocked by Mewtwo. Mewtwo against a Pokemon that he has a bit of a disadvantage against, with Scizor being a bug type. But he rejects that shot and sends it out. Meowth averaging, for reference, Meowth averaging 5.5 points, 2 boards, and 5 assists per game. Here's Scyther against Nidoking. Scyther gets a screen, 1 on the shot clock, can't get a shot off. Nidoking with the block, and already Team Rocket showing off their defensive prowess. Meowth on the other side puts another one up, got it!
Number 52.
Meowth showing his scoring element early on. As mentioned, entering this one, Meowth averaging just under 6 points a game. Here comes Magmar. Magmar wide open to Scizor, blocked by Mewtwo again. The wingspan of Mewtwo coming in clutches. Frieza's gonna miss that shot. Gyarados takes it the other way. Magmar finally puts it in. No Mewtwo to swoop in and reject that one. Celadon City retakes the lead. The Slashers 2-0 on the season. They've been outstanding so far. Meowth, other side, gets it to fall. Meowth already beating his scoring average in under 3 minutes. Are you kidding me, Meowth? A dream start to this one. Scizor on the other end, gets by Mewtwo. Scizor blocked again! Was it Mewtwo or Rhydon this time? I don't know, but Scizor cannot catch a break on the offensive side right now. Timeout called by the Slashers. We're going to talk things over. Now coming into the Celadon City beat Lake of Rage by 1. And their other win was over Pallet Town by 1. So they've won both of their games by just a single point so far. But the important thing is that 2-0 record. Parappa, a long 2. Gonna get that to fall. As mentioned, Parappa, one of the leading scorers in the KBA, as Nidoking puts it in the other side. First non-Meowth points for Team Rocket. Magmar is going to take it the other way, dribble around the outside on Frieza. Frieza does a good job blocking him off. Parappa finds Scizor. It is Scyther. Scyther, a spin move up against Nidoking. 3 on the shot clock. Turnaround blocked by Nidoking. And Mewtwo takes it the other way. Mewtwo to Frieza. Frieza, one-handed pass inside. Tipped out by Parappa. and it'll remain Team Rocket ball.
Rocket ball.
As for Team Rocket this season, they beat Mushroom Kingdom, who hasn't beaten Mushroom Kingdom, you know, but they lost to Rock Tunnel in the Oddish-led Rock Tunnel. What a matchup between Frieza and Oddish that was. It's Nidoking. Sends it to the outside. Mewtwo. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna put one up from the mid-range area. That misses. It's rebounded by Scizor. Only 15 points scored so far in the first 3.5 minutes. Not exactly a massive offensive explosion so far. Mewtwo shot won't go. Grabs his own rebound. Puts it in with the foul.
Number 14. That's his first personal foul.
A great effort by Mewtwo to grab his own rebound and put it in. Mewtwo shooting only 36% from the field entering this one, so needs a strong performance. Enters this one averaging 8.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Ranks in the top 10 in both rebounds and assists. Also a block a game. Already got at least 2 today. And Mewtwo's going to make the free throw. Parappa to Scizor. Scizor to Scyther. Scyther, nice spin move to get by Nidoking. Finally, Scyther gets inside, hopefully ending a bit of a cold spell for Celadon City. Other side, Nidoking takes the feed but can't finish. I believe maybe Gyarados got there. Scizor, other side, same old Mewtwo, his 3rd block of the game. And a charging foul against Mewtwo. Oh no! Great defense by Scyther, drawing it. As we see some mass substitutions being made for Celadon City. With how they're playing on offense right now, they kind of need it. Mr. Rhyme finds Scizor to Scyther. Scyther, Inteleon. Got it. Inteleon, their leading bench scorer this season, I believe. Or been probably their best bench player this season, I should say. Averaging 4 points. Frieza's 3 won't go. And it's going to go out of bounds, be Team Rocket's ball. So Team Rocket gets the ball right back. Is Jigglypuff set to enter the game? Jigglypuff's 2nd appearance of the season. Missed the opening game. Probably his team punishment. Sources have said that it was a team-imposed disciplinary action after Jigglypuff made everybody fall asleep during practice and drew funny mustaches on them. Jigglypuff with it against Mr. Rhyme. Look at this, the battle of really musicians of the Pokemon world, if you will. Jigglypuff takes it back outside, gets a nice screen. Jigglypuff's going to drive. An aggressive attack from Jigglypuff. Foul called against Scizor. Scizor cannot believe this call. I think he's reacted. Look at the evil in Jigglypuff's eyes, he's saying, I think. Definitely more of a body contact defense, and that will get Scizor in a bit of foul trouble. Jigglypuff will head to the line. As mentioned, Jigglypuff, 1 game this season, but 2 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Shot only 17%, but does rank top 10 in the KBA in assists per game. Team Rocket's an interesting team because they played 11 deep in their previous game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them as Jigglypuff's going to miss the first free throw. You don't see that too often in the KBA, missed free throws. But Jigglypuff will be one of the missers. Jigglypuff's 2nd free throw is no good either.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Rebounded by Executor. Executor, great feed to Scizor.
Number 14. The assist goes to
An up-tempo attack led by Scizor, and the timeout is called by Team Rocket. Scizor entering this one, averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. Really a jack-of-all-trades Draymond Green type presence where it's not really showing up on the points, but Scizor, perhaps the most valuable player on Celadon City, was named player of the game in the previous game. Frieza's got a bit of room, but Inteleon covering Frieza's right hand, which is weird because Frieza's a lefty. Sends it inside to Rhydon. Rhydon, major type disadvantage against Executor. That doesn't matter. Rhydon's got his first bucket of the game. Rhydon enters this one second in the KBA with 8.5 rebounds per game. Only trailing Ursaring, the elite rebounder that I seem to be a big fan of. Inteleon shot over Frieza, doesn't fall. It's rebounded by Rhydon. There you go, Rhydon rebounding on display. Little crossover up against Executor again. Send it back to Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff against Mr. Rhyme. What a matchup this is, seriously. They could do a duet together. Jigglypuff's gonna finish inside. After a decent drive, Jigglypuff's first bucket of the game. Mr. Rhyme on the other side. He's gonna pull up. Got it! Mr. Rhyme's first bucket of the game. Mr. Rhyme entering this one averaging 4 points, half a rebound and an assist. Shot attempt doesn't fall. From Team Rocket, they take it the other way. Mr. Rhyme still going to work. He's going to send it outside to Scyther. Scyther, 12 seconds to go on the shot clock. 14 seconds separating shot and game. Scyther can't get it to go. Grabs his own rebound, though. 10 seconds separating shot and game. Scyther puts it in on the rebound. Scyther, 7 points in the opening quarter. Entering this one averaging only 6.5, so already beating his season average in the first quarter alone. Jigglypuff, no shot clock up. Up against Mr. Rhyme. Will Jigglypuff wait for the last shot? That's what it looks like Jigglypuff is doing. Gets a screen from Majin Buu. Doesn't matter. Jigglypuff waits, passes it off. Professor Chaos. Got it!
That's the end of the first quarter.
Professor Chaos silences the crowd after the first half and causes a bit of chaos. Now Team Rocket leads 18-17 through one quarter. Stick around. You don't want to miss the rest of this one.
The Rockets. 18.
Welcome back. We're back with second quarter action between Team Rocket and the Celadon City Slashers. We are in Celadon City for this one. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action for KBA on Elite 4 TV. And what a second quarter we have set in store. As you saw, Professor Chaos draining the three to end the first quarter. Professor Chaos making his second appearance of the season as well. Had 2 points in his season opener. Frieza, shot over Magmar, doesn't fall. Frieza, mentioned before, 18 points a game, leads the KBA. Other side, Alolan Sandslash is going to be blocked by Toxicroak. Here comes Frieza, back the other way. They're up one. Majin Buu gets it inside. They can't finish. Another rebound, that's Lickitung putting it in. And that's another interesting element of Team Rocket, such a deep bench. I believe they played 12 players in their previous game. Quite different from the rest of the teams, as an illegal screen called against Gyarados, who, unfortunately for him, hasn't seen too much of an impact so far. It's been largely Team Rocket defending the glass particularly well.
Number 99. Number 21.
Jigglypuff takes it ahead. Jigglypuff, stop, go, blocked by Parappa. Magmar takes it the other way, finds Zoro. Zoro, little behind the back dribble, shot over Mewtwo, that's also blocked. Mewtwo still with it, finds Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff against Magmar, interesting matchup. Here, it's difficult to draw on Magmar because Magmar's face already looks like a butt. And Jigglypuff can't finish that one. Magmar takes the other way to Gyarados. Gyarados shot over Mewtwo, got it! With the foul! Gyarados not particularly known for its scoring ability, but how about that? Getting it done on that play.
That's his second personal foul.
Gyarados entered this one averaging 6.5 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 3.5 blocks. Top 5 in the KBA in terms of rebounds. tied for 4th in steals and 1st in blocks. I mentioned through 2 games, Gyarados, likely Defensive Player of the Year favorite. Gyarados versus Ursaring seems to be the matchup, really. Gyarados will make the free throw. It's 20 apiece. Meowth dribbles around Parappa. Can't finish over Alolan Sandslash. Alolan Sandslash with the block. Some great rim protection being put on display in this one. Here's Parappa. Bounce pass to Gyarados. Gyarados posts up against Meowth. They gotta like this mismatch. Gyarados puts it in. Easy as pie for Gyarados on that play. And Celadon City takes the lead. A timeout called by Team Rocket, as they have all of a sudden conceded their lead. Team Rocket will look to regroup out of the timeout. Here comes Meowth. Meowth to Mewtwo. Mewtwo up against Zoro. Mewtwo fakes the shot, turns around. Mewtwo, that shot bounces out off the back of the rim. Here's Magmar, other way, fouled by Zoroark.
Number 21.
And Magmar is going to get an opportunity at the free throw line. Both teams don't seem afraid to attack the hoop, and that's what's resulted in so many free throw opportunities. Magmar entering this one, averaging 8 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist and a half on 46% shooting. Magmar is going to make the first free throw. Magmar up to 3 points. As you can see, good close-up. It's a good matchup against Jigglypuff. Like I said, Magmar looks somewhat stupid already. So Jigglypuff might get pretty angry if she sees that Magmar... Well, Magmar looks like his face has already been vandalized. Meowth gets a screen on the other side. Shot doesn't fall on the long 2. Alolan Sandslash with the rebound. Parappa a long 2 on the other end. Got it to go. Parappa's got 4. As mentioned, Parappa entering this one, averaging just under 15 points a game. That's 4th in the entire KBA. One of the favorites for MVP early on, you gotta think. Probably not my favorite. My pick currently would be Alakazam, but still early in the season. Meowth's shot rolls out. And Parappa grabs the rebound, takes it the other way, sends it inside. Gyarados gets the inside lane and finishes. Gyarados has 7. Meowth to Toxicroak. Toxicroak fouled by Alolan Sandslash. Toxicroak will head to the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
It's an 11-2 run to open the quarter for Celadon City. That's what's really leading the day right now. Toxicroak will head to the line. Toxicroak entering this one, averaging 4 points, a rebound per game. Shooting 67% from the field. Will make the first free throw. Celadon City probably feeling pretty good with how they're playing right now. Scyther and Gyarados leading the way with 7 apiece. And that's an interesting element, the fact that it hasn't even needed to be Parappa leading the way offensively. Parappa with the ball now. A chance to really join the party, if you will. Alley-oop to Sandslash! And there you go, Alolan Sandslash with the reverse jam on the alley-oop. Meowth pass inside to Toxicroak. Toxicroak answers with a jam on the other side.
Number 52.
Toxicroak up to 4 points. Magmar takes it out. Magmar. Drive, the tough finish, blocked. Rebound, Gyarados is rejected. They get it back though. Magmar wrestling for the ball. Great effort by Meowth. And it will be Team Rocket Ball. What a hustle by the talking Pokemon. Zoroark takes it on the other side up against Magmar. That shot over Magmar doesn't fall. It's rebounded by Zoro. Gyarados, little crossover. The center going to work. Gyarados can't finish. Rebounded by Mewtwo. Mewtwo, pass outside to Meowth. Meowth, the give to Zoroark. Zoroark to Mewtwo. Mewtwo stripped of the ball by a Alolan Sandslash. And Alolan Sandslash will take it away. Pass off to his right to Magmar. Magmar handoff to Parappa. Parappa already in motion. Parappa slows down. Stripped of the ball by Meowth. Great work. Once again on the defensive side by Meowth. Zoroark to Meowth. Up against Parappa. Gets a little bit of room. Meowth's going to pull up from 3. Got it!
Number 52.
Meowth's got 9 in the opening half. A game high. Time out called by the Slashers. Celadon City had a lead by as much as 8, but now they got to get things sorted out so they don't lose their lead. They're up 30-27 right now with 2.5 minutes to play in the opening half. For those of you just joining us, you're watching KBA on Elite 4 TV. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action. And here come the Celadon City Slashers up 30-27. They inbound it to Executor. Executor shot over Lickitung. Doesn't fall. Rebounded by Lickitung. Lickitung will take it forward. Little spin move. Lickitung puts it up. Got it. Nice shot by Lickitung. A difficult finish, but we'll get it done nonetheless. Lickitung's got 4 points. Mr. Rhyme on the other side up against Meowth, and Lickitung was all over that. You saw him coming in advance, and he knew exactly what was going his way. Toxicroak shot attempt blocked by Scizor, and that makes sense because Scizor, obviously, the immunity against poison type moves. Executor, other side, gets it to go. First bucket of the game for Executor, 32-29. Zoroark on the move. Zoroark, the finish over Inteleon, falls.
Assisted by number 52.
Both teams shooting 45% from the field. The difference might be just the fact that the Slashers, 2 more shot attempts right now. Scizor going to work against Toxicroak. The turnaround jumper won't fall. That was a difficult shot from the get-go, and it's rebounded by Meowth. They're down 1. Meowth with it. Got Zoroark behind him. Professor Chaos to his right. Meowth goes to his left after the screen. Meowth is going to kick it out. Toxicroak wide open. 3. Got it! Toxicroak's got 7. And Team Rocket now on a 14-4 run takes the lead. Mr. Rhyme bounce pass to Scizor. Scizor over Chaos. Won't fall. Rebounded by Toxicroak. Toxicroak's going to slow down. Maybe if he had started running downhill, he would have been able to finish, but Professor Chaos is going to take the feed in the post up against Mr. Rhyme. They both dripped out for this one, and Professor Chaos will finish on that play. It's a 4-point lead all of a sudden for Team Rocket. Great turnaround after an ugly second quarter start. Zoroark's going to be called for the shooting foul against Inteleon.
That's his second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Second foul of the game for Zoroark. Inteleon entering this one, averaging 4 points a game. 67% shooting.
Shooting 2.
So far, 2 points in this one. Gonna make the first free throw. Toxicroak will head to the bench for Majin Buu. This is what I mean, just such a deep bench on this Team Rocket squad. Gives them fresh legs when they need someone to come in. Inteleon will make them both. Zoroark, other side. Zoroark, 15 seconds to play. Blocked by Executor. Rebound by Inteleon. 11 seconds now. Sends it inside to Scizor. Scizor, quick pass. Great ball movement around. 3 seconds. Mr. Rhyme. He's got to pull up. Got it! A buzzer beater to end the first half, much like it was a buzzer beater to end the first quarter and change the leading party. And because of that, Mr. Rhyme drains that 3, and Celadon City leads at the half. We'll be back shortly, but based on this game so far, it's lived up to Professor Chaos's name, if you will. It's been fantastic. We'll be back soon. We're back in Celadon City for the start of the second half in this matchup between Team Rocket and the Celadon City Slashers. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action for KBA on Elite 4 TV, and it was a buzzer beater to end the first half by Mr. Rhyme that gave Celadon City this lead. We'll see if we've got more chaos in store, no pun intended. Team Rocket will start with the ball to open the second half. Nidoking to Rhydon. Rhydon dribbles it out up against Executor. Major type disadvantage. Will put it up, can't finish. Good defense by Executor. Executor pulls down the rebound. Finds Scizor. Scizor up against Lickitung. Sends it inside, and Telekinetically stripped of the ball by Meowth. Meowth had 4 of Team Rocket's 6 assists in the opening half, and there you go, now up to 5 for 7.
Assisted.
The shot made by Nidoking. Nidoking up to 4 points, and Telekinetically to Scyther. Lob pass inside to Scizor. Scizor is going to turn around, thought about shooting, didn't have enough space. He's going to have to wait for Telekinetically to join him now. Telekinetically driving towards the inside, up against Meowth. Stripped of the ball by Meowth. Meowth, great work. Takes it the other way. Meowth's going to pull up from 3. No good. Rebound by Scizor. Take it the other way. Scizor doing Telekinetically, and Telekinetically sends it inside. Executor fouled by Meowth and gets it to go. And that is not the first time Celadon City's been able to exploit that mismatch. For whatever reason, Team Rocket has been sending Meowth to defend the paint, which is weird from your point guard. But Executor, all the time in the world, all the room in the world, gets that to fall. Executor a chance to make it a 3-point play and increase the lead to 2. Some mass changes coming in for Celadon City anyway. Executor entering this one, averaging 2 points, 3.5 boards, and 1.5 assists, along with half a steal and a block. 25% shooting. And we'll get that to fall. Executor's got 5 points. That's more in this game than he entered with on the season. Frieza's going to pull up from 3. Finally, Frieza on the board. The KBA's leading scorer was held pointless in the opening half. Now up to 3, and Team Rocket takes the lead. Parappa up against Meowth. Frieza's always been a second half player, which is why I didn't really make too much note of that. Parappa, great moves and great adjustments on the fly to finish with his left hand. Parappa's got 6. Meowth up against Parappa. Meowth did a little too much dribbling. Probably had an open shot on his before he turned around again. Mewtwo, not an open shot over Executor, and it won't fall because of that. Executor finds Scyther. Scyther up against Nidoking. Scyther to Parappa. Parappa to Magmar. Pass a bit behind Magmar, but Frieza all over Magmar, giving Magmar absolutely no space right now. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Magmar inside to Parappa. Parappa gotta put it up over Meowth. Doesn't fall. More great defense by the talking cat. Mewtwo sends it inside. Frieza over Magmar. Elevates and puts it in. We know Frieza's athleticism almost like it can float in the air. That kind of skill's been able to lead Frieza to be one of the KBA's leading scorers. It's Magmar to Parappa. Parappa against Meowth. Turnaround, jumper, no good. Rebound by Meowth. Meowth having an exceptional day, not only offensively, but defensively as well. Great defense on that play, and the only times Meowth has struggled is when he's been attacked by these Pokemon that are significantly taller. As Mewtwo's gonna train the 3, get wide open. There's a Pokemon that's a bit taller than Meowth, but on his team. Time out called by the Slashers. And once again, they find themselves in a bit of a hole. Meowth leading this offense to exceptional feat so far. Now that Frieza's come alive, it makes it all the more easy. It's a 4-point game. Gyarados.
Number 25.
To Parappa. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Parappa to Zoro. Zoro to Scyther. Scyther puts an awkward shot up. That won't fall. It's rebounded by Mewtwo. Stronger rebounding in the second half so far. Frieza's pass intercepted by Parappa. Here comes Parappa the other way. Rappa stopped by Meowth. Crowd getting involved, cheering on their Slashers. Parappa can't get the roll to fall off the lay-in attempt. It was a difficult shot though. Meowth, other side, fouled by Zoro and gets it to fall.
Number 25. That's his first personal foul.
Meowth's got a game-high 11 and has a chance to make that 12 and increase the lead to 7. What a performance by Meowth right now. Perhaps showing Giovanni that he might be worthy of becoming his pet.
One shot.
Meowth will head to the line for one shot. It's a 6-point lead for Team Rocket. Meowth 11 points, at least 6 assists. Up to 12 points now. Leading scorer in the game by 5 points. Parappa. Reach and foul called against Mewtwo. Mewtwo's third foul of the game. Not ideal. In comes Professor Chaos for Nidoking. Professor Chaos with 5 points.
Substitution. Number 32.
I'm sure his parents would be very proud of him. Parappa. Drives. Finishes over Mewtwo. Hopefully for the team finally ending that drought. Parappa is the team's leading scorer with 8 points. You see this point guard matchup. Both their teams' respective leading scorers so far. Meowth. Shot over Magmar doesn't fall. But Meowth hasn't really been forced to defend the point guard much. He's often covering bigs, and he's going to get a steal there. That might be why. Meowth racing the other way. He's got nobody with him, and I think that's the best result he could have gotten. Gets fouled by Zoro. He looked tired. He was being chased by 3 different players, and he had nobody close to him. And Zoro, I think he could have just let him shoot there, honestly, because he was very unlikely to make that with the position he was in, but instead, Meowth will have a chance to put up 2 points on this play.
Taking 2 shots.
Team Rocket, 5 steals, 10 blocks so far. They had 10 blocks in the opening half alone, which is kind of surprising that they don't have any in the second half, but stealing is what they're kind of known for, I guess. Meowth's first free throw is good. And here comes the DJ himself, Mr. Rhyme. Set to enter the game now. In for Parappa. Meowth's got 13. Gets it to go. Meowth 14 now. And I gotta say, these 7-minute quarters, I'm a big fan of. They make the stats a lot more comparable to a college ranks game. So it's a lot easier to really compare the stats and give a reference point. Scyther's gonna miss that, but grab his own rebound. Scyther, the rebound attempt won't fall. Rebounded by Mewtwo. Here comes Mewtwo. Feed inside. Rhydon with the finish. And it's a 9-point lead now.
Number 99.
Rhydon's got 4. Mr. Rhyme shot attempt. Blocked. Rebound. Can't get it to fall. That was Jigglypuff with the opening block. Professor Chaos, other end, over Gyarados. How about that? Asserting his dominance. Professor Chaos with 7 points off the bench is a +9. Timeout Celadon City. They're down 11. They need something quickly. An 11-point lead going to be difficult to overcome, but Celadon City is 2-0 for a reason. They've won both of their games by 1 point. They're great in close situations, but first, they got to make it a close situation. Mr. Rhyme with it up against Jigglypuff. Mr. Rhyme had 5 points in the opening half. He's going to drive, blow by everybody. Mr. Rhyme making it look easy. What a duo they have at the point guard, perhaps the most interesting duo in the league, and Parappa the Rappa and Mr. Rhyme. Is a bad pass by Lickitung. Easy steal for Inteleon. Inteleon throws it inside. He's going to turn it over. Give it right back to Team Rocket. Jigglypuff. Pass. Magiboo. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Gyarados. Inteleon. Little spin move. Takes it into his left hand. Go into his right hand. Inteleon. Shot from the free throw line. In and out. Rebounded by Mewtwo. Mewtwo with it up against Zoro. One of the only few starters on the court right now. Sends it inside to Magiboo. Boo, turnaround over Inteleon. Gets it to fall.
The assist, number 99.
First bucket of the game. Zoro, other end, posts up against Magiboo. Scizor, 5 seconds separating shot and game clock. Sends it back outside. Mr. Rhyme, 2 on the shot clock. Gotta put it up. Got it! Mr. Rhyme with 9. 3 seconds to go. Jigglypuff. No good. But they didn't need a buzzer beater to take the lead this time. Team Rocket pulling away. They're up 9 through 3 quarters after an exceptional performance by Meowth and really the whole team. Stick around to see if Celadon City can keep their perfect season alive.
57.
We're back in Celadon City, where it's been pretty quiet crowd at this point. We take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. Professor Chaos draining that 3 to end the opening quarter, gave them the lead. Now, Celadon City was able to take the lead at the end of the first half, but since then it's been all Team Rocket. They lead 57-48 through 3 quarters. Curtis Coleman bringing you the action for KBA on Elite 4 TV. Parappa against Jigglypuff. Parappa and Mr. Rhyme, the 2 leading scorers for Celadon City right now. Gyarados to Scyther. Scyther, 2 on the shot clock. Spinning, puts one up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Scizor. Great effort inside. And Scizor is up to 4 points. It's now a 7-point game. Jigglypuff against Parappa. And if you notice that Celadon City starters out there right now, essentially, are really their 5 best for this game, as Mewtwo's going to finish And really, it might be Mewtwo, the only one that's the best for their team. Mewtwo, 8 points so far, entered this one averaging 8. It's got to be dominant on the glass. Gyarados can't finish inside, and it's rebounded by Rhydon. Boo, other side, blocked by Scizor. Rebound, Boo will get it right back, kind of waits for the ball to come to him. Mewtwo against Mr. Rhyme. Nidoking now to Boo. Jigglypuff, Boo, great ball movement right now. Rhydon over Gyarados, can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Gyarados. Gyarados has been pretty quiet, especially coming into this being really the favorite for Defensive Player of the Year, known for his rim protection and rebounding skills. Neither of them have been particularly shown so far. Scyther, turnaround, jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Boo. It's a 9-point game still. Nidoking finds it inside, and it's Mewtwo with the dunk.
Assisted by number 34.
Mewtwo into double digits. 61 to 50. Mr. Rhyme over Mewtwo. That doesn't fall. It bounces in and out. Imagine Boo. If it keeps going like this, this might be the first real blowout, or on paper, we see in the KBA. Rhydon, shot blocked by Scizor. Another attempt blocked by Scizor. Scizor doing everything he can to keep Team Rocket from scoring. Parappa to Mr. Rhyme. To Scyther. Scyther into Gyarados in the post up against Rhydon. Gyarados still going, got a 4-time type advantage, and will finish. Timeout called by Team Rocket. Perhaps this one is just about keeping everyone level-headed. You know, Team Rocket has a reputation for kind of gloating while they're ahead and really losing it. As they can't gloat at this stage. It's still a 9-point game, still 4.5 minutes left. So still tons of time to come back in this one. As Celadon City still does have a bit of a ways to go. And it'll be a bit more difficult with Meowth back on the court. Meowth has easily been the best player in this game. 14 points, exceptional defense so far. I said really the only time where he stood out on defense was when, for whatever reason, they get the mismatch against him with their center up against Meowth. When playing someone his side, since his size, he's had outstanding defense. Imagine Boo's shot, won't fall, grabs his own rebound, tips it to Rhydon, who can't put it in. Gyarados to Scyther. Scyther isn't going to blaze in down the left side. Instead, he's going to slow down, do some spin moves. Pass off to Parappa. Parappa bounce pass to Magmar into the post. He's going to back out of it and find Parappa. Parappa up against Meowth. Parappa gets a screen. Parappa lets it fly. Got it! It's a 2. But Parappa up to 10 points. As mentioned, Parappa, their leading scorer entering this one. Imagine Boo, left-handed, can't finish. Rebound by Gyarados. Scizor. It's part of the problem for Celadon seems to be they aren't being aggressive. They aren't attacking the hoop when they really should be. That's what was kind of working in the first half, getting free throw opportunities because they're being aggressive. You see that, just like that, a shooting foul against Meowth, second of the game. Parappa will head to the line.
First team foul.
And what I'm saying that because it looked like Scizor had a bit of an opportunity to drive on that play. Decided against it to slow it down. Not only does that potentially negate some points that could be coming your way, but it also wastes time, right? You want to get as many points as quickly as possible if you're Celadon City to get back in it, but Parappa may have saved their butt there. Rappa will make the first free throw up to 11 points. If the game were to end now, he'd be averaging just over 13 points a game now. Rappa's shot is good. Rappa's got 13. Rhydon. Up against Gyarados. Rhydon to give to Meowth. Meowth, Nidoking. Rhydon to Boo. Boo, pass to Rhydon. Rhydon's blocked by Gyarados. Rebound, Boo, blocked again! This time Gyarados with the catch. And that, they're looking like Celadon City of all this. Boo's gonna reject Scizor. It'll remain Slasher's ball, but what could have been a huge momentum shift. Boo coming out of the game
Number 99.
after that potential momentum-saving play. It's a 5-point game. Scizor to Parappa. Parappa gets a great screen. Parappa blows by, blocked by Rhydon. What a defensive play by Rhydon. The adjustment to see that Parappa was attacking with speed. Frieza, other side, blocked by Magmar. Frieza decided to try to finish with its right hand instead of its left. It's left-handed, is it not? Timeout called by Team Rocket. What has been a pretty disastrous quarter for them. Makes some somewhat boneheaded decisions. And I don't mean Cubone Marowak type boneheaded. I mean not very smart type boneheaded. Boneheaded is Mewtwo, named the New Balance player of the game. That's fine. Mewtwo and Meowth have really been the head and shoulders above the rest of the players in this one. Mewtwo's been facilitating. Mewtwo's been rebounding. Mewtwo's been doing it all. Rhydon inbounds it to Mewtwo. Mewtwo to Nidoking to Frieza. Frieza fakes the shot, completely fakes out Magmar, and a great move to go to the outside. He knew Gyarados was inside, ready to block the shot. So Frieza decides to take a couple steps outside, making sure its shot isn't blocked, and manages to finish. Parappa, the alley-oop to Gyarados. I think either of them would have scored on that play. Gyarados has 11 points, though. It's a 5-point game, under 2 minutes to play. Meowth. Both teams' starting lineups out there now. Makes full sense. To Frieza. There hasn't been a bench player that's really defined the game like sometimes you see as Gyarados blocks the alley-oop attempt. It'll go out and remain Team Rocket ball, though. Team Rocket with another chance to extend their lead. Rhydon. Inside to Frieza. Frieza over Magmar. Can't get the roll to fall. Magmar. Pass off to Scyther. Scyther to Parappa. Parappa up against Nidoking. Pass inside. Tipped away. And it's stolen by Mewtwo. Mewtwo to Meowth. Meowth up against Scyther. Little spin move. Meowth fakes the shot. It's going to bounce past it to Mewtwo. Over to Nidoking. Nidoking pulls up. Mid-range. Won't fall. Rebound by Scizor. Celadon City still with life. It's a 5-point game. A minute to go. Scyther. On the corner. Scizor with the ball. Finds Parappa. Parappa up against Meowth. This is right where Team Rocket wants Meowth right now. Parappa pulls up. Got it! Breaks Meowth's ankles in a sense. Most importantly, gets that shot to fall. Parappa with a game high. Meowth, other side, fouled by Parappa. And Meowth, when it matters most, takes it to the hole. Can't finish, but draws the foul. Kind of explaining that play to Rhydon, it looks like. And Parappa cannot believe it. When they've needed someone to come up clutch, Meowth has been answering the call nearly every time. Meowth will make the first free throw. 15 points now for Meowth. And Meowth a chance to extend the lead to 5 now. 36 seconds left. You know Celadon City will be calling a timeout very shortly, pretty much regardless of how this shot goes. And Meowth's gonna drain it. Timeout called by Celadon City. The team who had a hot start to this game was leading, and all of a sudden now they aren't. Team Rocket, an explosive third quarter, leading the way. And now Celadon City has to come up clutch to keep their perfect season chances alive. Scizor, inbounds hit for Parappa. Parappa with it against Meowth. Parappa inside, Gyarados puts it up, blocked by Rhydon! And it's rebounded by Meowth, and the foul by Gyarados, you can see.
That's his second personal foul.
The look on Gyarados' face, he cannot believe it. And Meowth rubbing his fingers together.
At the line for the Rockets.
Team Rocket comes into Celadon City and puts on a very impressive performance. Makes the first free throw. Meowth, 17 points, a game high. And makes the second free throw. Timeout called by the Slashers, but it's a 7-point game now. They need a quick basket here, whether that be a 2 or a 3, because it's falling apart around them. Scizor, the inbounder, finds Gyarados. Gyarados, quick pass to Parappa. Parappa being chased around by Meowth. Parappa, you gotta get a shot off. Hucks one up. That's no good. Rebound by Mewtwo. And I think that'll do it. They're gonna dribble out the clock. Frieza, the KBA's leading scorer entering this one. Well, not anymore. Only 7 tonight, but that doesn't matter. Team Rocket has made it double, but a defensive 3 in the key called against Scizor. I was wondering if that had been a turnover, but no, that's just remaining.
Shooting for Houston.
It'll be Mewtwo a chance to pad his stats a little bit.
At the line for 1.
Mewtwo will make the first free throw, or will make the free throw. And now, the bench coming in. Frieza loves it. Team Rocket has not needed Frieza to step up because Meowth does the job himself. Meowth and Mewtwo. What a duo tonight. Team Rocket wins this one. 68-60 the final. Celadon City undefeated no more.
End of the game.
And Team Rocket has got to feel great after that one.
Big thanks to each and every one of you. We hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you in our next home game.
What a game this was, and what a performance by Team Rocket. Thanks for joining us for KBA Action on Elite 4 TV. I'm Curtis Coleman. We'll see you next time.